Hey, what's going on? This is Pastor Nate.
And I'm Elder T.
And this Sunday is going down what? Service, but we're also having communion. We always get excited when it's time for communion, so get your elements together. Whatever you have, we're not doing Cheetos. Some people did Cheetos. This orange does not insinuate to get Cheetos, but get something as close as you can to a bread or a cracker and some juice, all right? Not a Pepsi. And so we're going to have communion this Sunday. We're really excited about communion because the Bible says as often as you come together, do this in remembrance of me. And so you don't even have to do it on the first Sunday, but it's a set aside time at Now Church that we get together and we believe and we thank God that for what he's already done, there's a finished work. But the Bible says let each man and woman also examine his or her heart. It says for this reason many of you sleep and many of you are sick. And because you are the mother of all our children and grandmother to our kids, whatever fancy name you got. I want to make sure you are look at me. I want to make sure you are in right standing with the Lord.
Wow, really?
And so I think because through the Spirit, he told me there's one thing, there's just
You
one
want to
thing,
say it's
one
the
thing
Spirit?
that remains that you have not asking God for forgiveness for. And I just felt like this was the time that you could do it. Yeah, this is the time. This is like, what would you do?
Yes.
So this is the time that you can really, do you know what I'm talking about? Is it in your heart? Do I need to pull it out?
I think you should keep on pulling.
Yeah, so do you remember when we went away for Thanksgiving? And we packed our stuff and we had a good time and we came back and there was a fish, and it's ironic that we were wearing these colors, that was the same color that was doing the backstroke. Do you remember that?
I do remember it.
Tiny?
Well, yes.
Well,
Tiny, the
so what
family
did you
fish.
do to make this fish do the backstroke? What?
I think you remember the story incorrectly.
Okay.
We left the house
Right,
for a few days.
We left. We went out the
and
door.
It was frigid that Thanksgiving.
Frigid? What does that mean?
Very,
Cold?
very cold.
Okay, all right.
And you decided to turn off the heat while we were away.
I did.
So when we returned, Tiny was frozen.
So I need to repent, right? So what happened is I turned off the heat. I was trying to be frugal. I was trying to save us some money.
You were.
And we came back and this, what kind of fish was it?
It's a beta fish.
Beta fish
Yes.
that had outran its course for like 2 years.
She lived way beyond.
The beta fish was doing the backstroke.
Yeah.
And we came in and First Lady said, hey, I think Tiny has gone on to be with the Lord or wherever beta fish go. And Asa's coming in. And so we tried to hurry him out the room. And she said, Nate, what are we going to do? And I said, well, Walmart's probably open.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Petco's open,
Right.
but I can go get a fish.
Replacement fish.
A replacement fish before he noticed. Because they all look the same.
Yeah, they do.
And so I ran and I was going to do whatever I was going to do and go get the fish. And you said, come here. The fish tail moved a little bit.
It was like cryogenic.
It was cryogenics, whatever that means. That's what happened. And the tail moved a little bit. And I said, well, I'm going to turn on the heat.
Yeah.
So then I turned on the heat.
You did.
And it got warm in the house. And you said, Nate, let's put the fish by the vent.
That's right.
And so we went and put the fish by the vent, and 5 minutes later, Tiny had came back to life.
She was swimming.
Started swimming.
Yes.
Started doing the cabbage patch. And what I realized that something may look dead, but if you change the temperature
That's really good.
in the room,
Yeah.
though it look dead, it can live. And that's what we want to do every Sunday. That's why we don't want you to just be a spectator. We want you to be a participator because we believe that if you get into the presence of the Lord and you say what we say and you clap your hands like we're clapping, even though you may not feel like it, we believe that right where you are, you can change the temperature in the room. And you started off service and thought something looked dead, and it can live. Now, church, where you're right now rolls over into your everyday. We believe that your praise, and we're not judging your worship. That's why we want you to worship, because we want you to come into a situation that looked like impossible, and you got into the presence of the Lord, and all things became possible.
That's good.
Praise and worship is to give God praise that is due to his name, but you also can change the temperature in the room, and that's what we want to do this Sunday.
Amen.
Hey, so we're looking forward to communion. Amen.
Yes, we are.
We're going to recognize what God has already done, but we're going to change the temperature in the room right where you are. Hey, I'm Pastor Nate.
And I'm Elder T.
Hey, we out.